Alright, welcome back everyone to a new episode, and today we're making suspension strut towers completely from scratch because, as you know, there's basically nothing in the back of the bed of the truck. And to kick this off, we've got some problem solving to do, so let's get into that. Right, as you know, suspension towers, or suspension, it's pretty tall. That right there is our suspension. It's really high. I was thinking, oh hello, so I was thinking the other day, obviously I've got a full set of suspension. I've got a front and rear. Now the fronts are noticeably shorter. Everything's interchangeable. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is steal the front damper bodies and switch out everything for the rear, and then we can start off with our suspension being not up there but down here. So we have our lovely BC coilovers with a Vera bag. Now all you do with these bags is take off the top hat, take off your spring, screw this onto the shock body, bolt the top on. Super easy. They are specific for BCs, so when you order these, all you have to do is tell them your model of car, year, etc., and then they'll pick the right ones out for you. The rear and then front. So rear body compared to the front body, 70mm, so 2 3/4 inches, which is a whole bunch. So this is awesome. This is really good. We've got a shorter bag and strut now, so let's put it in the car. So before the bag, well, the actual top mount highest point was up here. Well, obviously we've got a new reinforcement here, and that's where we want to be. We want to be near kind of like OEM height. So yeah, let's put that bag in, that mount in, and then see what we got. This is going to compress an inch. So full extended 7, compressed 4, so we've got an inch of this, and then we need to come down quite a bit more. So we need to come down quite a bit. That is a lot lower than we had before. I mean, it was up here. Probably can go more. There. Now obviously, to get this all set up and all the angles right, we need wheels. I did get some wheels. We have some Enki RS Evos. These are 3-piece, but welded 3-piece. Offset is 50, 55 I think, and they're 7Js. This obviously isn't the final size, so I'm going to be splitting these down, re-lipping them, re-barreling them. I did a quick mock-up, and I'm going to need to get this lip to match my lip. It's going to be about 6.5 inches, and if I maintain the barrel size that it is currently, that'll be a 10.5 inch wheel, maybe a bit much. So going to get a smaller barrel, bigger lips. All we need right now is this on to get this as straight as possible, and then we can start working out where our shock towers need to be. Away! So currently, put that on there, from lip to there, 2 inches, and there's an inch of compression on the bag. That's given us a lot more in terms of clearance. So I did make a prototype tower with the old shock body in. Yeah, it was up here. It's quite a bit. Yeah, so this is still going to be higher than I originally wanted it to be. I wanted it kind of, you know, there, but it's what it is. It's better down here than up here, like a million times better. So that's still, I can still consider that a win. Right, before I do anything drastic, this is something I made earlier. Pretty cool and redundant now. Need to take off about 60mm of the height of this and basically use this as like a template for the new one. I'm gonna kind of like tack some bits on and get some shapes right, but I need to yeah, chop about 60mm off of this and then we can go from there. What I'm going to have to do is kind of dogleg it a little bit. Ooh, it's definitely not happy. Well, I've got this sitting where I want it. It's squared up on that side. I'm just going to use some cardboard. I can mock that up. Let me go a little bit deeper. Cool. So now essentially what I am going to do, make kind of extensions, and then I can take this off, put it on a bigger piece of card, make my template, and then I've got my side pieces. We've got that extension, so I'll go from this point to that point there. I'll just make it bigger, and then I'll just put a little piece of card on here, and then we'll go from that point to that point, making this angle a little bit better, and then yeah, that's all good. Let's just draw all around it actually, and then take out what we don't want. So we want this point here, don't want that, we want to go from there to there, don't we? No, we want to go from there to there, that point to that point. Okay, so the new piece, the new side will be that. Yeah, cool. All right, one side done, and I'll repeat that process for the other side. So I made a sacrifice and cut up that tower that I made previously for the top. So I needed that top because, you know, it's got all the holes in it, obviously. So strut top, and gonna do a backing plate next, so the main kind of like down piece. So I'm gonna weld that up, or tack it up, bolt that on to the tower, and then work out the angle this needs to be, cut that and weld that onto a base plate, and then I've got to wait for some sheet metal to arrive, and then we can do the sides. Fingers crossed it should work this time. It is now a few days later. We've got some steel, and let's double check this to make sure that it's all good. That is pretty much perfect. Let's cut that out. We can tack it on, do the other side, and then do some infills, and then this one is, yeah, kind of done. Please fit. Yeah! That is what I wanted. Side 2. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Right, now once this is in and tacked on, I can do like the top bit there, and the back piece that goes to in here. So a top piece and a back piece, and yeah. Yes, I love it. Obviously this is still got more trimming to do, but yeah, look at that, look at that. That's really good. Still got to trim from here to there and there to there as well. Once that's trimmed, I can weld it all up properly. I mean, yeah. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. It is going to be more reinforced than this. These two towers are going to be connected to one another, and there's going to be reinforcements with the roll bar, a roll cage as well, joining to these. So they'll be super strong in theory, because this is, yeah, that's fine, but it's not going to be strong enough. I will drill two holes in this back plate here and plug weld it to here, as well as welding it along there. Right, it's super super foggy in here. Done a lot of welding. Kind of stitched it up a little bit, not welded it fully. I'll do that. It's going to be quite hard. Just lots of awkward angles. I mean, if I thought it through better, it might not be so hard. But anyway, what I want to do now, obviously, put that thing on there, get it bolted in, and then take this away, and then let it just hang there on its own steams. It seems pretty solid. Let's take away the supports, please. Oh my god. Ha! I did it. No way. Look at that. Huh. That's absolutely crazy. Oh. That's insane. That's wild. That's not supported by anything. That's not supported by anything. That's just hanging out on its own. It's not even welded on there yet. That's just, yeah, that's crazy. That means that can go to the other side now. But that's wild. Ah! Spent about a day welding and grinding. Still not perfect yet. I can't get my welder dialed in exactly how I want it to. So there's a lot of filling in and grinding and kind of filling in. So what I will do anyway to make it look really nice and neat in the bay is I'll tape it all off and run a bead of sealant around it, and then go over it with a Raptor, and it will look kind of, you know, seamless, as it were. That's the kind of look I want, plus it's going to cover up some suspect welds. We've got one tower in, still got one to go obviously, but for this episode I'm just going to leave it at that tower, because I'm sure you don't want to see more of the same thing. I haven't done any cutouts in here yet. we are putting a roll cage in this, and it's probably gonna have to mount to here or to here, so I'm gonna wait until that's done and then I can do cutouts on that. It's super tight up against that plate there, and then it wraps around the chassis rail there, and nice and tight there as well. Once it's all finalized, I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything. So fixing wise, there's a plate on the back here, you can't see, but there's a plate on the back of this. I've drilled 3 holes, so I'm going to plug weld onto this, weld down here, across there, along there, down those sides and underneath, and obviously that side as well. So that'll be welded on. Oh yeah, plug weld here, and then obviously drill through the hole here, and that's going to be bolted onto that. So I mean, at the moment it's really solid. It's super solid, but obviously we need more strength than that, being a suspension component. It's not having a bunch of weight in the back, but it needs to be strong nonetheless. But it's so cool to have, you know, the wheel moving on its own free will, hanging there. So yeah, we're already tucked up, which is looking good. If you're worried about this bit here, I am going to reduce the depth of this barrel. So if you're worried about the tyre hitting that, the rim hitting that, I am going to reduce the depth of that barrel by about 1 inch or so. So I have plenty of clearance there, and then obviously extend out. But yeah, there is a fabricated strut tower from nothing. Lots of crazy angles going on. You know, it's you can see there, it goes all kinds of ways, but you know, that's made with an angle grinder and you know, a welder that's less than 200 pounds. So yeah, you can get a semi-professional looking strut tower. We're getting closer and closer to plumbing in the air just to see if it all works, which will probably be in the next episode, just to see if everything works, for my own curiosity. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Subscribe, you fools.